All right, today we're going to be discussing how narcissists use, fake empathy and concern, which confuses a lot of you because you oftentimes, when you're involved with them, you misinterpret and think that this is what catches you up with that cognitive dissonance to where you think, and many times you think that the narcissist is actually having some sort of care or sympathy for you. And in all actuality, what's actually going on is that they're only doing what they're doing so that they can basically keep the whatever good things that they're benefiting from you going without any interference. So they know, narcissists do know to a certain extent, in order to get to receive, they have to give something. Oftentimes this something is fake empathy, fake caring, fake concern, fake love. All of these things works on an individual to a large degree because the person will feel as though, you know, if they're doing this, there must be doing something right, because the other person, being the narcissist, is really responding to that, and they're showing them everything that they want to see. They're showing them the love. They're showing them the care, which is all fake, but it works for the narcissist. And to the degree of which extent, that depends on each person. It varies from person to person, but the narcissist has obtained great success from doing this with people who they encounter to be new sources of supply. And this is what tricks you up and have many of you confused, is because you'll sit back and you'll think like, well, dang, they do all of this. They do these acts of kindness, and again, people in this community make it seem as though every time a narcissist is manipulating, it's to hurt or to take. Sometimes they just do good stuff to make people feel good, because they get fuel out of it, because they can get the praise and admiration from doing altruistic type of things, from helping someone or just making you laugh. That's fuel, right? They're not always just out to attack someone and hurt someone. Sometimes they are doing acts of kindness and stuff, so forth like that. And that returns, gives them a certain amount of fuel back that they use in turn to later manipulate the person to get something out of them or so forth. And it varies. Again, every situation is different. And that's the thing where, people make it seem like it's just a one-track thing where the narcissist is just the predator. They're going to just tear you apart. But no, there's different methods of how they operate. And so while they're with you, in order to keep getting these things in which they're benefiting from you, from that side of where you're happy and content, right? That means that they're doing a good job. Now, see, many times where the problem comes in is where the narcissist slips up, because it's the more you're around them, and this is where you mainly start getting into the problems with the narcissist, is when you come together or live together or move in. When you become closer with that type of intimacy, you start to see more and more about the narcissist, in which is unappealing, which they cannot hide at that point, because you're around them all the time, or you're spending a significant amount of time with them more often now than when you were just in the love bombing stage. And not every narcissist love bombs either. Some are just there supporting. Some are just around when you need them, helping out. They're not really love bombing you, trying to woo you and wine and dine. The love bombing stage is not, it happens, don't get me wrong, but it's not the case in every case of dealing with a narcissist. So those of you who are looking for this elaborate scheme of where the narcissist is coming in and they're sweeping you off your feet, and you're looking for that in order to determine whether or not you have a narcissist on your hand, you can be fooled and duped, because not all narcissists come in love bombing. It depends on the situation in which they see fit that they can benefit from, right? Everything is it's based off the circumstances with narcissists. So they're not going to do exactly the same thing from one source to the next. One source may respond very well to love bombing. Another source may be more already hypervigilant and apprehensive about the narcissist, so they know that wouldn't be a good way to approach or get into that particular source. So they'll do another tactic to get in. Everyone is different, and the narcissist is a chameleon. They blend in with what works. They do what works on that specific individual. So they're going to do something in which that individual is more bound to react and respond to favorably to what the narcissist wants, right? They have to figure you out in what you like. We all have different likes. We all have different interests. So for the person, the narcissist, it's not going to be the precise exact same method. And this is where a lot of people just miss this whole entire thing. It's not going to be the exact same method. Now, how the narcissist operates is the same way, but in turns to what tactics and methods they use from person to person, that varies. But narcissists do know how to home in on fake empathy, fake emotions, fake love, fake interests, right? To get a person to really disarm them. And that's the first key. That's the very first step in a narcissist being successful. And what they do is disarming the source that they are going after. Once they are able to disarm you, it's so much easier to complete the mission, because now you're open, now you're willing, now you're trusting, right? And so this is why the fake empathy and emotions and concerns work so well from that point, because you're already guards down. You're already open to trying and seeing what it is that they can do, or you want more, at least, of what these acts of kindness and fake chivalry and all this in the beginning. This is why the love bombing, if it does happen to appear or come up, this is why it is so effective. Before they've already love bombed you, they've gotten you to really like them. They've shown enough like fake concern, like they're there and have the best interest in for you. They've shown enough of that to where you're more likely to just give in and go with that flow with them. And so yeah, it works pretty effective. They know it. They know how to get through to a person and get whatever they want by using these tactics, and they've been doing them for years. And this is what gets the narcissist by, and why they become so effective, because it's a very powerful method to show or convince someone that you do have genuine concern about them and their health, safety, whatever. If anything's going on in their life, if they're that shoulder just to be there to cry on, they know how important that is. They know how to effectively use that against a source or against a type of supply to maximize the outcome of what they're trying to achieve. And so basically, make no mistake, it's all fake at the end of the day, and nothing is really intended to be long term. It's only to suffice and give the narcissist what they need for as long as they need it. So that's about all for that. Hey, make sure to like, share, subscribe. And until next time, have a good one.